Welcome to Achal's Food, Fitness, Beauty and More. Today we are going to make a traditional dessert recipe from Andhra Pradesh called Kova Kajjikaya, which is coconut laddoos wrapped up in khoya or kova. This recipe is a two-step process. So first we will make the coconut filling in a pan. Put 12 ounces of frozen coconut which has been thawed overnight in your refrigerator. Add 2 cups of brown sugar to it. Add 1 cup of milk and a teaspoon of ghee. Mix everything well and cook on medium-high flame. You can use dark or light brown sugar. I have used dark brown sugar as that's the only one I had at home. Also, the ghee is totally optional. You have to use it only if you're using low-fat milk. If you're using full-fat milk, you can skip the ghee. Since there is a lot of liquid, cook on high and continue to stir continuously. We will lower the flame as it starts to thicken. It took me approximately 20 to 25 minutes to get the right consistency. I did use Vadilal brand frozen coconut, but you can use any brand, even the ones that you get at the regular grocery store like Walmart or Publix, they will also do the job. I have used a non-stick pan, but you can use a kadai or a stainless steel pan if that's your preference. The mixture right now has come to a rolling boil, so continue to keep stirring. This is an easier and a quicker version of the traditional recipe that can take hours to make. But by using frozen coconut for the filling and our instant 4-minute peda recipe for the outside layer, this recipe can be prepared in 30 minutes flat. As you can see, our filling is losing moisture and beginning to get thick. This is an ideal recipe for Ganesh Chaturthi when most of us are looking for recipes, quick ones to make laddoo for Ganesh Ji. Also for Diwali, Navratri, Janmashtami. This is also one of those recipes that can be consumed while fasting. Keep scraping the spatula as the coconut will stick to it. We are almost done with our filling. Don't overcook the filling as the mixture dries very quickly. If the mixture feels a little dry, add a tablespoon of milk and cook it for just a minute to blend the milk into the mixture. This coconut laddoo filling can be made a day before. If you do decide to make it the day before, make them into balls, cover and store them in the refrigerator. The next day, bring it to room temperature so that they are at the same temperature as the khoya when we get ready to stuff them and wrap them in. Now that the mixture is cooked and ready, remove from heat and add cardamom or elaichi powder and mix well. Cool for 5 to 7 minutes only, as we need the mixture to be relatively hot while we shape the laddoos. Grease your palms well and shape the laddoos using your fingers. It is hard to make the first few as the filling is pretty hot. That's why I divided the filling into 4 for 2 reasons. First, to help in cooling the mixture, and also to eyeball and make equal sized laddoos or balls. You will get 30 to 40 laddoos depending on size. I did make them one day before and brought them to room temperature by keeping them out on the countertop for about an hour. Now we will move on to the second step of our recipe, which is making the instant khoya or the peda, which is what we will use for wrapping the coconut filling. We need 1 stick of butter, 1 can of condensed milk and 1 1/3 cup of milk powder. Melt the butter in a microwave-safe dish for 1 minute. Add the full can of condensed milk and 1 1/3 cups of milk powder and mix well. I have used full-fat milk powder this time, but in the previous video that I shared about doodh peda, we used fat-free milk powder at that time. So it's okay to use either full-fat or fat-free. It turns out good either way. Mix the three ingredients really well so there are no lumps and it's completely smooth. Once it is smooth, go ahead and put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. Remove from microwave and break up all the milk solids that have formed and continue to stir till all the milk solids are broken, the lumps are gone, and we have a smooth mixture again. Pop it back into the microwave for 1 more minute. Remove from microwave and again break up all the milk solids and the lumps till we have a smooth mixture. So it's almost done, but I feel it's a little loose right now and not enough to shape. So I'm going to do it for an additional 30 seconds. So add the elaichi or the cardamom powder and mix it well and put it back into your microwave for 30 seconds. At this point, we will do it at increments of 30 seconds. So I'm going to do it for an extra 30 seconds because I do feel the mixture is just a little bit loose. But microwaves vary, so it depends on your microwave. For me, it took me approximately 4 minutes, but for some people it can take as much as 6 to 7 minutes. While the khoya is still hot, take some khoya on your palm, flatten with your fingers. Place a coconut ball or laddoo in the center. Wrap the khoya all around the coconut laddoo and roll to a smooth ball. Use a spoon or a scoop to make even sized khoya laddoos. We have to make the laddoos while the khoya is relatively hot, otherwise the khoya starts drying up and the dough is just not as pliable and we will not get smooth crack-free laddoos. As you can see that there is enough fat in the khoya because we use full fat milk powder. I use Nido brand regular milk powder. If you use fat-free milk powder, you will need to grease your palms with ghee or oil. Since it is a milk product, it's best to store it in the refrigerator. Serve at room temperature for best taste. Take it out of the fridge a few hours before serving to bring it to room temperature. If you like this recipe, please do make sure that you leave a comment letting me know you liked it, and if you would like to see similar content, do write that as well. Like, share, comment, and do subscribe to Aachal's Food, Fitness, Beauty and More. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will support by subscribing. I look forward to seeing you in the next recipe. Till then, bye-bye. If you do try the recipe, do share your feedback in the comments. Thank you.